Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, I forgot to turn my light on. It's a little bright. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, I'm late. I was moving a little more slowly than I normally do this morning, and I need to get on the treadmill because I did not do that yesterday. Yesterday, I did a lot, actually. I did strength training in the morning. I rode 10 miles on the bike. I came home, I did yoga. Then I went to play pickleball. But I'm supposed to either walk or run at least a mile a day, and I didn't do that yesterday. So I'm like, let me get up and do it this morning. So I got a couple miles in on the treadmill, but I woke up a little bit later today. So it's taking me a little bit longer to get myself situated and started, but I'm here and I'm happy about it, and I hope you are as well. Today is day 23 of the 30-day Improvers Yoga Challenge. It's going to be a 20-minute yoga flow for upper body strength. Um, so I don't know exactly what we'll be doing, but it's focusing on upper body. Charlie Follows is the yogi that we're following, and she always has some interesting challenges in all of her practices, so it should be good. Um, so we'll get started with that in just a minute. I hope you guys have your mat. I got a note from Larry yesterday to say, and normally he just watches, but he said he's getting his mat out today and he's gonna join. So I'm really excited about that. I'm so happy. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for anybody who is motivated to do things for themselves and actually goes beyond just thinking about it, but puts you know what it is that they desire to do into action, and they actually set aside time to do it. So congratulations to Larry. I'm so excited for you, and I just really look forward to you continuing to make progress on the journey that you have set out for yourself. um, Good morning to everybody that's on. I see that Randy is on. Thank you for being here. I always appreciate your kind words each morning for stopping by to say hello, just to give a little bit of support. I appreciate it greatly. You just don't even know. I just love the community that we're building here. Um, and it just keeps me inspired to do, to get up every morning and to do good things for myself, because I know that we're kind of in this together, and we're motivating each other. So I think it's great. So anyway, let me go ahead and get started. I know that folks got things to do, so I don't want to keep rambling. Um, I did set a goal for gifts. If you want to, feel free to help me accomplish those. It actually helps move me up um, in the ranking. So I'm like at D1 in the top 99% or something. So little by little, I'm going up. So you guys are helping me. It also just helps with engagement overall and creating visibility and helping to build a community. I appreciate the shares, so thank you in advance for sharing this live. I thank you in advance for using your little finger and tapping and giving likes and getting the likes up. So thank you in advance for that. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with what I normally do. My practice always starts with a handstand, a back bend, and a headstand. I don't know why I get tongue tied on some of those words, so I had to go a little slower. But anyway, so that's how I start. I do appreciate that in the handstand, I'm building shoulder strength there. I'm also working on my balance and just stability overall. Back bends, I want to be intentional about keeping my spine limber, so I do that. And just inversions are just great for you. They're great for the blood flow and circulation. So if you're one of those people that sometimes, your feet swell, or your ankles swell, or your legs swell. Um, Being able to reverse the blood flow and get the blood flowing all throughout the body in different ways actually helps with your circulation. And when your circulation is good, you don't swell up like that. So those are some of the reasons that I do it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So that'll take me a couple minutes. So while I'm doing that, you guys get your mats out and get ready for this 20-minute yoga flow for upper body strength. Okay, all right, I'm gonna get started now. Feeling a little stiff today. All right, so I'm getting ready to get started. Before we do, just remember, make the yoga your own. It is, we don't all, our bodies are very different. We're all our individual, unique selves. What I'm able to do versus what you're able to do versus what Charlie follows, who I'm following, is able to may be very different because we're different people. We have different bodies, different capabilities, but the yoga is your own. It's all about you and what your body is able to do. So try to follow along. She always gives good modifications. If you're able to do the things that she's asking us to do, great. If something is challenging or difficult and you can't do it, don't try to hurt yourself to do it. Just do what you can do. If you need to take breaks or anything like that, feel comfortable doing that. I fall out of stuff all the time, or if something is too hard, she's trying to do something, I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I'm just gonna do what I can, and whatever you can do is fine. What matters is that you're on the mat and you're giving it a try, and just push yourself to do your best, but don't push yourself too hard because it shouldn't hurt, and we can get better little by little each and every day. Okay, so with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and push the button on this and we can get started.
And handstand play.
I don't know, lately on her videos, the volume hasn't been working that well. I'm hoping. Hold on. I don't know why the volume is not working.
And exhale out through your nose or mouth.
Okay, here it's working. So she is in
A few more
a
times.
child's
like this.
pose. So I'm going to start there.
Reach the arms as far away from you as you can. Take a deep breath in, feeling into the stretch down the left and right side of your torso. Exhale out. Then come up into tabletop, setting your hands, setting your knees, and we'll work through our wrist prep that you'll probably be really familiar with now. So position 1, fingers face forwards, hold for a breath in and out. Position 2, fingers face the sides of the mat, or you could keep spinning them round, keep a bend in your elbows. Hold for a breath in and out. Position 3, hands split, fingers face one another, press the hands into the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to position 1. And then you can work through these 3 positions really quickly, not needing to time it with the breath so much. But just moving the wrists in as many different ways as you can so that they are warm, ready for our practice. Go one more round, moving from position 1, 2, and 3. Then come back to position 1. Keep your hips over your knees. Lower your forearms down to the mat. Then press through your forearms, arch your back, and lift your chin. Inhale. Exhale, push the floor away, round your spine, and exhale. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale and round. A few more times, moving at the pace of your breath. One more inhale and exhale. Then find a neutral spine. Extend your legs to find forearm plank. If your hips are piking up, keep them down. Try to bring the body into one line. Same goes if your hips are sinking down. Try to lift them up. Draw the navel to the spine. Squeeze the glutes. Keep pressing from your elbows to your hands. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, sink the hips down, come into Sphinx. You may need to edge the forearms further forwards. Then roll the shoulders back, draw your chest forwards. Inhale here. With your exhale, tuck your toes, press through to your forearm plank, and start to walk the feet and pike the hips up to come into dolphin. Walk the feet in as far as you can, keep pressing through the forearms, then relax your chin to your chest. And pause, come back to your breath. Good. Walk the feet back down the mat. Sink the hips down again, come into your Sphinx. Inhale here, roll the shoulders back, draw the chest forwards. With your exhale, push back to downward dog this time. Pedaling out the legs, moving the body in any way that you need to continue warming up. Then looking to the top of the mat, you could hop, step, or jump the feet to the hands. Spine forward fold. Inhale, round the spine, roll all the way up to stand. Relax your shoulders, separate your feet if they aren't already to find a more stable base. Then shifting weight into the right foot, lift your left knee up into your chest. Inhale. Exhale, slowly extend the leg back to come through warrior three. Pause here for breath in. With your breath out, lower the back foot down, reach your arms up, high lunge. Inhale. As you exhale, draw your arms back, straighten your front leg, and hinge from your hips. Bring your chest parallel with the ground. If this is too challenging for the balance, fingertips could always come down or perhaps down to a set of blocks. Pause for breath in. Exhale out. Rebend the front knee. Lift your chest, come back to high lunge, reach the arms up, inhale. With your exhale, bend your back knee and slowly lower it down so that it hovers about an inch off the mat. Tuck your tailbone, keep the spine long. Hold, let the heat build. Good, straighten the back leg and step the foot forwards. Come to stand at the top of your mat, relax your arms. Shift weight into the left foot, lift the right knee into your chest. Inhale. Exhale, extend the leg back, move through warrior three and pause for a breath in. Exhale, plant the foot. Inhale, arms up, high lunge. Exhale, draw the arms back, straighten the front leg and hinge from your hip to fold halfway. Option to plant the hands if you're needing support. Pause for breath in. Exhale out. Rebend the front knee, reach your arms up, come back to high lunge. Inhale. With your exhale, bend the back knee and as slow as you can with control, lower and hover about an inch above the mat. Keep the tailbone tucked, spine is long. Pausing here. Good, straighten the back leg and step to the top of your mat. With an inhale, reach the arms up, lift the gaze. As you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Pause, inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. It could be cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Then looking forwards to help with balance, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. And then step back to downward dog. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Back to downward facing dog. Now lifting your heels, bend your knees in downward dog. Inhale. As you exhale, jump both feet to the outsides of the hands. Okay. Sink the hips down, find Malasana. Inhale here. Exhale, step back to downward dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Inhale, look forwards in the direction you want to go in. With your exhale, jump to Malasana. Try to land as lightly as you can. Pause for a breath here. With your breath out, step back, downward facing dog. One more time. Lift the heels, bend knees, look forwards. Inhale. Exhale, jump. Landing lightly. Fly Malasana, pause here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Straighten the legs. Find a wide forward fold. Bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. Sway side to side in Radha. Good. Then round the spine, roll all the way up to stand and turn to face the side of your mat. Then you can either take a Malasana or perhaps a crouching position with the heels lifted depending on what is accessible. Place the hands to your left side and in one movement you'll shift weight into your hands and swing the legs to the left, coming into a little monkey jump. So you may find a little bit of handstand time, or it may just be one movement. Keep going from side to side, seeing how high you can get your hips, and maybe you can start to feel that balance on your hands. And you could also play around with trying to pause as you jump. And then going down. No need for this to be perfect, it's just about having a little play. Go once more to each side. Then come back to stand at the top of your mat. With an inhale, reach your arms up, lift your gaze. As you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. In down dog, lower the right forearm down to the mat. Option to stay here, or for an added challenge, lift the left leg up. So quite difficult for the balance. Focus on pressing all parts of the body that are in connection with the mat away from the floor. So you're resisting gravity to help you balance here. Left foot comes down if it's lifted. Bring the right hand back to the mat and we'll switch. Left forearm will come down. Option to stay here or lift the right leg. Coming into our funky downward dog. Focus on pressing all parts of you into the floor. Resisting gravity, pausing here. Lower the right foot down if it's lifted. Plant the left hand back on the mat. And come into tabletop. From here, bring forearms down to the mat. Tuck your toes, pick up your hips, come into dolphin. If you're feeling unsteady with the forearms parallel, then clasp the hands together and you may find you feel a lot sturdier this way. Then lift the right leg high, come right up onto the tips or the balls of the left foot. And it may be that you stay here, or you could play around with taking little hops off the left leg. Take 3 to 5 hops. And then we'll switch. And you may feel that you need to come down and take a little rest. If the forearms are feeling a little raw, sensitive, that's okay, perfectly normal. Come back to it when you feel ready. And I really encourage you to play around with both parallel arms and hands clasped together, because it really does make a difference to the balance. Static side, left leg is lifting. Lift the right heel so you're shifting your weight forwards, and you're either just staying here or taking little hops off the right foot. Take 3 to 5. And then come down. Let's take a rest in child's pose. For this child's pose, arms will relax by your side. Forehead comes down to the mat. Just let it go completely. Letting go of any expectation now, any frustration. Good. Come and lie down on your back. Then hug the right knee into your chest. And start by rocking the knee from side to side. And bring the hands to the foot, and you can cradle the leg from side to side. You can also lift the upper back and bring the foot to the crook of the left arm, and the knee to the crook of the right arm, and cradle the leg like so. This may be a little challenging for some, so just see what's available. Then pause, stop rocking the leg, and just hold it there. Bend your left leg and rest the right foot on top of the left knee. Let your legs fall to the left side, coming into a supine twist. You can reach your arms into a T-shape, turn the head to look to the right. And then settle into position here, just letting your body completely relax. Release the twist. Unhook the right foot and extend the leg down the mat. Then draw your left knee into your chest. Start by rocking the knee from side to side. And take hold of the foot and start to cradle the leg from side to side. Option to stay here, or you can bring the foot to the crook of the right elbow, of the right arm, and the knee to the crook of the left arm. Just cradling the leg like this. For this, you may need to lift the upper back off the mat so that you can hug your knee close to your chest. Then bending the right leg, place the left foot on top of the right knee. Let your legs fall to the right side to come into a twist. Arms can open out into a T-shape. Turn the head to look left and settle in, deepening the breath. Release the twists. Then extend both legs down the mat. Relax your arms by your side and settle in for Shavasana. Letting the body completely relax in position. This was quite a strenuous practice. So I'll be finishing the class here, and I'll leave the video running a while that you can stay for as long in Shavasana as you need. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I'll see you for the rest of the challenge.
Alrighty. That was different. It did, to do those hops back and forth, that takes a lot of strength. It was hard. And to be in that dolphin pose and put one leg up and hop, that was a bit of a challenge as well. But I tried. Wasn't as graceful as I would have liked it to be, but it was still good. Anyway, that was yoga for today. Thank you so much for being here. I always appreciate your presence. I got to do another workout, so I got to run from here, but thank you so much for being here. I hope that this was good. Larry, if you tried it out, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. It was definitely a struggle, Larry. But like I said, you gotta try your best, and not get frustrated if you can't do something. There were times that I was like, oh, she's just like, oh, you might need to take a break here. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't take a break. For sure. So what matters is that you tried. So pat yourself on the back for that. I applaud you for sure. All right. Andre the Prince is here. It's so nice to see you. Thank you, every single person that is here, that came in, stopped by, even if it was just for a moment. I really do appreciate your presence and your support, and just being a part of my community. With that said, I'm going to end this live. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you all have a very blessed day. And I hope I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.